At 14,114 feet, Pikes Peak is one of the highest 100 mountains in the United States. Lieutenant Zebulon Pike was the first American to discover and document the mountain. In the early days, the best way to reach the summit was by burro train. Later, the 6.5-mile bar trail was laid out. The hike takes about 8 hours. So you went up the incline, which is 2,200 steps.
About 2,800.
And then what?
And then I walked, there's a bar trail. It's called Bar, B-A-R, and then just go around, come back down to here.
In 1915, a 19-mile paved road was opened with 156 hairpin turns. In the late 1880s, a fellow named Simmons took the 2-day mule trip to the top of Pikes Peak. The difficulty of the climb and the inspiring view gave him the idea to build a railroad to the top. In 1889, the Manitoba Pikes Peak Railroad Company was founded. All aboard! Of course, there have been a few improvements since that first train. In 1938, the track and train were converted from coal power steam to cog. You can see the cog rails in the center row. This is what the cog rail looks like. The 9-mile trip up the mountain takes 1 hour and 10 minutes through some very beautiful scenery. There are waterfalls to look at, and beautiful mountain vistas. You might spot the occasional wild animal, or scenic views of beautiful lakes. From 2019 to June of 2021, the train was shut down for remodeling.
Shut down for about 2 years while they did the railroad. There was no windows.
No windows?
Not really.
Oh, so it's a lot better than before.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. It's the morning.
Whoa.
Our newly refurbished trains.
How many people do you take a day?
So these trains can seat up to 260 people. Right now we're running 10 trains a day, but in the winter it slows down and we only run about 4 to 6.
Finally, you arrive at the summit. In 1873, the U.S. Army built the first structure on Pikes Peak, a Signal Corps weather station. Here is the Summit House in 1938. Visitors could telegraph home. In 1911, these scientists spent 5 weeks studying altitude sickness, an area of continued interest. Even today, weather data is recorded from the peak. The new Pikes Peak Summit Visitor Center was just opened this year, June 30th of 2021. It includes a small museum with multimedia exhibits. The view from the top of Pikes Peak inspired Professor Bates to compose a poem that became America the Beautiful. The Pikes Peak International Hill Climb has taken place annually since 1916. On top of Pikes Peak, available oxygen is only 60% of sea levels. The second floor platform provides breathtaking views. Truly, the whole reason to even be here.